Okay, I am using a 65-pound cardstock. As you are learning to control the knife, you can even go down to, say, a copy paper, just so that you're not having to add another variable. You're first learning how to control this knife, and then you can determine how much pressure you need to apply to cut through, because sometimes you'll accidentally just score the paper. Okay, but we'll go ahead and get started with our envelope or whatever project, but we'll start with making our 6x6 square. And you will use these instructions for all of your starting shapes, even if it's not 6x6. Okay, I'm going to take my 0 mark and line it up with the edge of the paper. And I'm going to do my best not to nudge the tripod back behind me. Okay, so I'm going to use the edge of the paper as my 0 mark, as my 0. And we're making a 6x6 square. So I'm going to mark at the top 6 inches. And then I'm going to come down, line it up again, and mark at the bottom 6 inches. Okay. Now this following step is what tends to trip people up the most. Okay. We're going to draw a line connecting our dots. Put your pencil on that top dot. Move up your ruler. Okay. Now I'm going to put my finger right on that edge of the ruler and the dot so I can pivot at that point. Moving my pencil, keeping my wrist at the exact same angle, I'm just going to move the ruler, shift the ruler over to the pencil, okay? And so I should be able to run it perfectly through. And I just threw my pencil across the floor. So now, that's our first 6 inch. So now I'm going to turn the paper. Now the other thing you want to keep in mind is we don't draw with our wrists. Okay, it is all from an elbow pull. So after I've made my dots and I'm ready to pull my line down, I want to shift it over to my right because I'm right-handed. If you're left-handed, shift the other way. And so you are pulling with your elbow. If you don't move it to the right, then your elbow is going to hit your body and you're going to mess up your line. Okay, so again, I'm going to line up my 0. Shift it to move my ruler down. Again, trying to work my way around a tripod here. One second. So make sure my 0 is lined up. Make a dot at the 6. On my next video, I think I'll move the tripod to the other side. I'll make sure I have this at the same angle. And my tripod is very much in the way. Okay, I've lined up my ruler with the pencil mark, putting my finger there so it can just pivot right at that spot, shifting the ruler over to this pencil spot, and pull. And if you find you're off a little bit, just erase. Okay, so let's measure so we can mark the parts we want. That's 5, this is 6, okay? So those are the pieces, this is the piece we want, okay? So then we make our cut. Now, I'm gonna show you both ways. I usually don't do my cuts with the ruler. I've gotten to where I find the ruler gets in my way more. But if you're not comfortable doing that, you don't have to. So we'll start our cut on the cutting mat, okay? Not on the paper. I'm gonna line it up, and the same thing, just get there, okay? Now, downward pressure, cut all the way through the cardstock. Okay, and I was right on that line. Okay, now if you want to start practicing without the ruler, I think in the long run you are better off not using the ruler. Again, get your pencil right on the line, but just above it on the cutting mat. And then I use my left hand to stabilize it. And then if you're only applying downward pressure and moving with your elbow, you're only going to go in a straight line. So just start pulling with your elbow. And try not to hit the tripod with your elbow, because that knocks you off course. Okay? I'll call that my tripod cut. And feel free to clean up. Okay. You were right on until I got the tripod, so I'm just going to cut this. Okay? Okay, so now I have my 6x6 square, and this will be the basis of the envelope, the wall pocket, the picture frame, the pinwheel, the tray, and your basket. Okay, you'll be doing this a long time.